about to take the EG out for the first time in a while. It's been like over a week. I'm taking it out, but I'm basically just going to park it. You guys already know what's up by the title, so I won't do any really annoying YouTuber shit, but we're going to the new shop, boys, the new shop. You're gonna have to wait till we get there to see what's going on and hear what the deal is. We're gonna talk about that in this video. Let's just enjoy the drive over there with the EG. 15 minutes from the house, place to work, place to store stuff. This garage that I work in all the time is tiny, and now we'll have more space for activities. We are in the EG, we're driving over to the new garage. I'm gonna tell you guys how I got this garage, why I got this garage. I'll tell you guys the whole story as soon as we get there, but I'm pretty excited to show you guys. I'm pretty excited to be going there. So guys, there it is, the EG parked in its new home for the time being. I'm gonna tell you guys the story of the garage. First, I gotta head home real quick and come back. I will tell you guys exactly everything that happened with this garage, how I got this garage, why I got this garage, where I found this garage, and what is going on the Boosted John YouTube channel right now, because I've never had my own shop before. I've never had my own workspace before. I've always just, you know, worked out of my garage at home, out of the home garage. I live with my grandma, so I've just been using her garage for the longest time, and I've always felt bad and guilty about using my grandma's space. So I'm really excited to have taken a step to just have my own space. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this garage when I come back. Here's how it all went down. I've been wanting a garage like this for a long time, years. It's just never made sense for me to pay for one, pay rent. You know, I've always wanted to get like a shop, like a shop kind of like Caleb's, like Gingium. You know, I always had so much fun going to his shop. He had a lift, all this stuff. And so I kind of always thought like, oh, I need that to be able to do YouTube. I need that to expand. And so I always thought the jump was gonna be going from my grandma's garage to a full-fledged shop. And realistically, I can't pull that off yet. Rent for a shop like that is like $1,200 a month, maybe more, sometimes $1,500, sometimes up to $2,000, just for that same amount of space that Caleb had. And that's kind of what I'm looking for if I'm gonna get a shop. I want pretty much that amount of space. At this level right now, I can't afford to pay, you know, $1,200-1,500 a month for a shop. So I was on the phone with Caleb, and I was browsing the internet. I was browsing Facebook Marketplace per his suggestion, looking for a garage for rent, just like a 2-car, something like that, you know, so any kind of space that's like reasonably priced. And I found this 2-car garage that I just showed you guys on Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100 a month. I immediately messaged the owner, the landlord, and I was like, hey, I'm super interested. Can I come check it out? The garage is only about 15 minutes from home, and it's like on my way home from work. It's like in the perfect location. So I went immediately. Like I swear it was like I was talking to Caleb on the phone, put down the phone, left to go check out the garage, talked to her about it, and then like a day or two later, I told her, yes, let's do it, and now I have a garage. That's kind of how it all went down, and it was pretty unexpected. I haven't really been shopping for a garage. I mean, I've kind of always been in the market for one, you know, passively. Like if something came up that was like too good of a deal for me to pass up on, I would jump on it, and that's kind of what happened. A couple $100 a month, perfect location. I'll have my own workspace. I'll have my own filming space. You know, I can stop relying on my grandma's space, which I think is super important. It's honestly, it's too much to still be doing that. So I'm very grateful for the amount of time that she let me use that space, but it's time that I depend on myself for that. And so there are also some other factors at play. You know, I'm trying to move out of the state of Illinois here in the next like year or so. And so, you know, I could go rent a house, but then it's like, that might keep us here longer than we want to be. And it's just, the timing is just so poor. And you know, with this garage option, it works out perfectly because I'm not technically like on any kind of lease or anything like that. We're kind of just on a goodwill agreement. The landlord and myself are kind of just both trusting each other to follow through on what we're agreeing to, and go from there. So we're heading back there right now. You know, it's inconvenient that it's not at my own home, but it's kind of cool that it's a little bit away so I can separate like work and life a little easier, because at home I just get so distracted. I want to just like hop out in the garage and work on some stuff. But either way, we're going back to the garage. We'll talk about it more when we get there. Now, the situation here is that the EG is going to be down for a little bit. The reason I say that is because I have a pretty big project coming up with this car. It could be a big project, it could be very small. I'm not too sure how it's gonna go down yet, but basically this car has an exhaust leak, which I'll show you in just a second. But as some of you guys know, if you're following me on Instagram, you know this. If you're not, you don't. So follow me on Instagram. But I'm in the middle of swapping the engine on the EK. In the last video, you saw that I got the new engine. So I've wasted no time and I'm already swapping the new engine into the EK. With that said, I can't really work on the EG right now. And because of the exhaust leak, I can't really drive it. So yes, I drove it here. I didn't drive it hard, I just got it here. And so I'm gonna be parking it here for a little while. I'm washing it right now, getting it ready to sit in this garage for a little bit. And we're gonna come back to it as soon as I'm done with the swap on the EK. I really wanna get this thing like optimized and driving how it should and running how it should. But I can't do that until the exhaust leak is fixed. So with that said, this car is going to sit in the new garage for a little while. I'll show you guys again what the problem is and what my plan is to fix it in just a second. But I gotta get it washed and get it pulled back in. So here's the issue. This bolt hole right here is stripped. I cannot tighten this bolt and it keeps backing out. Because of that, the manifold is separating from the head right there. There is actually a gap there and we have an exhaust leak, which means that that whole cylinder isn't getting the exhaust pressure that it needs to spool the turbo. So therefore, my turbo is only spooling at, you know, maybe 80% efficiency, maybe 75. So it's really a big detriment to not only spool, but also air-fuel ratio, because it thinks it's getting a totally different amount of air than it should be, and then it's just putting way too much fuel in. It's all confused right now. So the EG needs some work, and for now, this is where it will rest. It feels kind of weird leaving the EG here for the night, you know, for however long until I come back. Might be a couple days, might be a week, I'm not sure. I still have a lot left to do on the EK. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna close up the hood, I'm gonna say goodnight to the EG, and we're gonna be on our way out of here. Bye, EG. See you later. Dang, dude, look at it, just sitting in its garage. That's so cool. I've never had my own space like that before, so it's so fun for me. Boys, we're gonna have to think of a name for the new garage. I don't know exactly what to call it, like blown motor cave or something like that. I don't really like how that sounds, so we're not going with that one. Let me know what you guys think. We gotta name the new garage. All right, can I please do a #1? And may I do a McChicken with cheese and mac sauce? Oh man, dude. The McChicken with cheese and mac sauce is something my buddy David from work showed me. Dude, that shit rips. You know guys, something I'll say, something that has been true about me for the longest time is that I get very hesitant to make big moves. Like I know it's kind of, it doesn't really make sense, but I'm very hesitant to make a move that will fully commit me to something, which goes against everything that I stand for, right? Plan, commit, execute, and attain your goals. But I do so much of the planning step of PCEA that I don't always pull the trigger and commit to things. This garage is still kind of an example of that. Like I didn't commit to like a full shop, right? Because like, could I afford it? Maybe. It would be so tight on budget. I'd probably have to change what I do for videos completely. Not completely, I'd still do car stuff, but I just wouldn't be able to build crazy shit. Thank you. You know, so I could have done that. I could have got a shop and gone hard on the investment side of things, but instead of, I opted to just get a small garage. You know, it's kind of like a halfway point, and it feels like I'm not really committing to what I'm doing, but at the same time, it feels like I'm kind of dipping my toes in it, and that's something that really needed to happen, because it would have been really hard for me to make that full leap to a full shop, you know, but just renting a garage, it's really not too bad expense-wise, and it's something that I feel pretty comfortable doing. And so I feel like this is a great stepping stone for me. I feel like when it comes time to actually rent a shop, I'm gonna be much more inclined to do so. Kind of like how, if any of you guys have ever financed a car, it's almost like the first time you finance a car, you're like so worried about your monthly payment, you're freaking out. And like, I'm about to give bad financial advice, but you know, you're freaking out about your monthly payment and stuff. And then, you know, you get rid of that car or whatever, and you get another car. This is my experience. I financed this truck, right? And you're not too worried about the monthly payment. I feel like I played the monthly payment thing really smart. My monthly payment is like almost nothing on this truck, but I feel more inclined to have a larger monthly payment going forward, which isn't necessarily a good thing, but I'm hoping that the same mentality will take effect with shop ownership and business expenses and stuff like that going forward. You know, if I'm willing to pay a couple $100 a month for a little garage, you know, what's another $1,000 a month to have a full shop with a lift and everything? You know, there's so much more value. There's not so much more value, but there's so much value in that for what I do. Damn, let's rip this McChicken. What do you say? There better be cheese and mac sauce on this. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, boys, that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave this video. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys would like to support the channel, support what I do, www.blownmotorclub.com, check out the merch, and Patreon link in the description down below, where you can get sneak peeks on everything that I'm doing before it even happens on YouTube. Like, people on Patreon know what's up way before I post anything on here. So if you guys want real-time updates, check Patreon. If you guys want the merch, check the link in the description down below. And as I always say, boys, let's remember to plan, commit, execute, and attain our goals.